So Bhupen, tell us, how did your journey begin in cricket?
So it was around 15 years back, maybe somewhere in 2007, when I was just 7 years old, 7 to 8 years old. That time, there is an academy near my house in Chembur, near the Mahul Road, Venksagar Academy. So my dad took me over there first time, to watch a match, like how is a cricket match played with the season ball. So he took me over there to watch the game. And I was sitting on the boundary line, लाइक एक फैन की तरह, एक मैं छोटा बच्चे की तरह मैं बैठा था बाउंड्री लाइन पे कि अभी बॉल मेरे पास आएगा और बॉल मेरे पास आएगा तो मैं बॉल को पकड़ूंगा, देखूंगा. आई वाज लाइक टू एक्साइटेड. एंड आफ्टर वेटिंग फॉर ऑलमोस्ट 1 आवर, वो बाउंड्री लाइन पे एक बॉल मेरे पास आया. एंड व्हेन आई होल्ड दैट बॉल, जब मैंने बॉल पकड़ा तभी मेरे को ऐसा लगा कि यार, if one day even I'll hit that ball that way. And next day, from the next day, on the same place in the same academy, even I started playing cricket. So there my journey began around 15 years back. So from Dilip Vengsakar Academy, my journey began. And, like this way, like, when you are very much small, like 7 years, 8 years old, the passion to play season balls se khelna, to wear all these helmet gloves and good quality bats and everything, uska bahut shauq tha. So I had joined cricket, or started playing cricket because of that passion. Ki I'll play with all these bats, gloves, and I'll hit the ball, and that way. That's why I'm a batsman.
आपको याद है आपकी पहली एकेडमी और क्लब कौन सा था?
My first academy was Dilip Vengsakar Academy, Mahul, as I said. And first club for which I played Kanga League was New Hind when I was just 12 years old. So I remember still I was in standard 8, and I just came home from my exams, and I got a call from New Hind club that Bhupen, there's a match, Payade versus New Hind. And in Payade, all big players are playing, Shardul Thakur and Saurabh Netravalkar, Vishal Dabholkar. All these were current Ranji team that time. And I was just 12 years old. So I was informed that I'll be playing against them. And I was just 12 years old, as I said. So मुझे पता नहीं था कि who are they. And luckily, in the first match itself, I created a record. Like I was the youngest person to score a half century at that age in A division. And that was my first club match which I played when I was 12 years old. So my base got created when I was, 8 years old, when I started going to Dilip Vengsakar Academy. Then I shifted to Sanjeevani Cricket Academy, Bandra, and I went there for almost 10 years, from the time I was 9 till the time I was 19. So this was my first club and my first academy.
12 साल में, वो भी ए डिवीजन में, कांगा लीग में हाफ सेंचुरी, यानी that was really quite commendable.
Yeah, it
When
was because
you made,
when
yeah, what were you saying?
because I didn't know कि ये सामने ये bowler कौन है, ये कौन है, because I was too small to know about that.
Yeah.
So जब मैंने वो मैच खेल के आया घर से, everyone like, Bhupen, what you have done, do you know? You have made a record, and against whom you were playing, do you know? So I was like कि मुझे क्या पता कौन था. So that way.
When now everybody knows you made your Ranji debut for one of the most prestigious teams, Mumbai, last year. But before that also you have played age group for Mumbai. So take us through all those good performances and memorable knocks for which you have been doing all this year, performing all this year.
Yeah. So talking about my most memorable knock, I still remember. It was in 2018-19 at BKC against Assam. So it was a very green dog wicket. It was a very pacer-friendly wicket. And I still remember we were around 10 for 2, and we were in a very bad position, like the ball, or everyone was beating up around, and the bowlers were bowling really well. And the wicket was really pacer-friendly because it had rained also one day ago. So I still remember it was very difficult situation to play, and in that condition, me and my partner, my batting partner Hardik Tamore, we had made a record partnership of around 350 to 400 runs, and in that I had scored 269 not out.
Yeah.
So that was one of my most memorable, knock in last recent years. Before that, there was another match against Punjab under 23 1 year ago. So that was my, first century in under 23. So that in that match, I still remember Punjab had given us a follow on. We had to chase 400 in the fourth innings. The first innings we got allowed for just 100. And chasing 400 in fourth innings was a mammoth score. Like कुछ नहीं हो सकता. Everyone was like कि मुंबई हार जाएगा and tournament से बाहर हो जाएगा. But that day, and सामने bowlers were Rajdeep Singh, Harpreet Brar. These three are playing IPL currently. So Punjab had a very power-packed side, and we were almost on the verge of losing. But something happened. I and Kritik Hangawadi, and he's actually a bowler. He was sent as a night watchman. So we had a partnership of over 200 runs for the
I remember that.
Yeah, so that was the record match because of which I had scored something 115 runs. So that match, after that match, I came into the limelight. Then सबको पता चलने लगा who is Bhupen Lalwani in under 23. Then next match against UP, I again scored 170 odd runs, and then I got a Ranji Trophy call up from that match. Although I didn't make my debut that year, but I was in the squad that year itself. So that couple of matches I remember against Punjab and UP, and my most memorable match, as I told, against Assam.
How was the feeling when you got your Ranji cap? और वो speech याद है आपको? किसने आपको दी थी cap?
Yeah, so I still remember my Ranji Trophy debut match was live on TV. I was very lucky to have it a live match. So I still remember Mr. Ajinkya Naik, our manager of our team, had given me the Ranji Trophy cap. And people in the stadium clapping around you. You are shown in front of lakhs of people watching you on TV, and you're getting a Ranji Trophy cap after working hard for 15 years. So it was almost a tearful moment for me. So आंखों से मतलब आंसू आ गए थे almost. And to make a debut for a state like Mumbai, is a very big thing. It's like कि आप 10 states को खेल लो और आप मुंबई को debut करो. It's like it's a very prideful thing. So in that way, I'll always remember, even though after some years when I'll stop playing cricket after 35, 40, whatever, I'll still remember. I'll cherish that moment till my last breath, because playing, making debut in the Ranji Trophy for Mumbai is a very, very big thing. So I always cherish that moment. And I was lucky enough to play against Tamil Nadu in that match when R. Ashwin, Murli Vijay, Dinesh Karthik, all these players were playing. So making my debut against such a team was again a memorable thing.
And how was the atmosphere in the dressing room? I mean, now you have spent considerable amount of time. Tell us whom you are closest to in the dressing room and some memories from the dressing room.
So during my debut, Aditya Tare was the captain, and he luckily we were batting first in that match. So before going to bat, there were almost goosebumps in my stomach. ऐसे stomach में goosebumps आ रहे थे. My hair were मतलब almost रोंगटे खड़े हो गए थे, because you are making a debut for Mumbai. You are live. That's different pressure. You are playing live, telecast live, and playing against Natarajan, Ashwin, Saikeshwar. So अलग level का goosebumps था. But these people like Aditya Tare, तुषार देशपांडे, these people were like कि उन्होंने मुझे बहुत cool down किया कि Bhupen, it's just a game. जैसे तूने under 23 में खेला, you have to keep performing that way. क्रिकेट एक कभी भी गेम को गेम की तरह लो, भले वो वर्ल्ड कप का फाइनल हो या भले वो एक रणजी ट्रॉफी मैच. सो दे मोटिवेटेड मी. सो मुझे हार्डली एक 5 से 6 बॉल खेलने के बाद नॉर्मल हो गया था कि दिस इज नॉट वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम व्हाट आई हैव प्लेड. बट हाँ, इसमें थोड़ा सा मैच्योरिटी लेवल बस जाता है. सो बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है. सो दैट वे उनका जो मोटिवेशन था, उनका जो एडवाइसेस थे, वो मुझे बहुत काम आए. And even I remember next match, we were in a crucial situation when Surya Kumar Yadav came and he told me that Bhupen, just play your game. This is time to cement your place in the team, and we'll make a partnership now. Although I didn't make big runs in that match, I gave some stand to him, but Surya had made some 134 in that match. So I still remember his words while we were partnershiping together.
You are yet to make your T20 Mumbai debut. So what's your stance on it?
See, I am yet to make my T20 and one day debut for Mumbai. So my current, goal and my current thoughts are like key. Now there before the season there would be some selection matches. There would be Kanga League happening, club cricket happening before it. So my aim is to target that matches. And जो मैंने Ranji Trophy या under 23 या under 23 में किया है, that same performance if I can make it in the selection matches of limited overs, I am sure that I can make my place in the limited overs team for Mumbai in the Syed Mustaq Ali or in the Vijay Hazare. So right now I am focusing more on limited overs because schedule के हिसाब से वही tournaments पहले है. And I'm also targeting on my leg spin bowling because I know in the recent IPL auction where my name had come, I was the only player in the world who was an opener batsman and a leg spinner. So right now I'm working more on my leg spin also because I'm known for my batting. If I can be a good leg spinner also who can bowl some overs, then that would be really beneficial for me and for the team for my T20 and one day matches. Because already all-rounders का हमेशा demand रहता है, and leg spinner is always dangerous as well.
Through that. अभी क्या है यानी what preparations are you going in the off season?
So currently the off season is going on. So my trainers throughout the year they had given us different training programs with diet programs also. So I'm just following a given program by our Ranji Trophy trainer. उन्होंने जो लास्ट ईयर ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम दिया था पूरे साल में अलग अलग हमको सिखाया है एंड जो मैंने लास्ट 15 इयर्स में गेन किया है बड़े बड़े ट्रेनर्स से उनको कंबाइन करके मैंने अपना एक वर्कआउट प्लान बनाया कि मेरे बॉडी को क्या चाहिए इस बार. So I'm working more on that. And जो throughout the season जो niggles थे या जो weak portions थे उस पे I'm working out more so that आने वाले season के लिए I could be injury free. And yeah, so training program जैसा हमारे trainer ने दिया रणजी ट्रॉफी के उनका follow करके कर रहा हूँ.
My last question to you. What would be your advice to the young under 14, 16 junior cricketers who aim to play for Mumbai?
So, see guys, I never thought till the age of 19 that I'll be playing for Mumbai because during my under 19, I had my, injury, knee surgery. Then after that, I never thought that, ki I would be playing under 23 because not even under 23 because I didn't play under 19 cricket. So, you should never think what you will play or what you will not. People say that you should aim big, you should do it. But I believe that if we just keep our processes right, हमारा काम क्या है to practice well, match मिले तो वो opportunity में score करो. Then हम लोग को selection का उम्मीद नहीं रहता है, selection का hopes नहीं रहता है. तो वो selection खुद ही होता है. So अगर by chance selection नहीं भी हुआ, तो under 14 में selection नहीं हुआ, under 16 में selection नहीं हुआ, तो उम्मीद नहीं रहता है ना, तो hopes crash नहीं होता है, depression नहीं होता है. कभी भी है ना सिलेक्शन का उम्मीद मत रखो, अपने आप से परफॉर्म करने का उम्मीद रखो, हार्डवर्क करने का उम्मीद रखो. इफ यू आर नॉट वर्किंग हार्ड, एक सिंगल डे भी वेस्ट हुआ ना तो नींद नहीं आना चाहिए. सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ तो नींद नहीं आना चाहिए ऐसा नहीं है, बट इफ यू आर वेस्टिंग वन डे ऑफ योर्स यू शुड नॉट बी स्लीपिंग. सो आई वुड सजेस्ट वर्क हार्ड इमेंसली एंड डू स्मार्ट वर्क. स्मार्ट वर्क करो, ऐसा गधों जैसे मेहनत मत करो. And do not, first and the final advice, do not worry about the selection because it's not in your hands. जो होएगा वो selectors करेंगे. आपका काम है आपका process पे ध्यान देना. and never think you will get selected. If अगर आपने selection match में सब मैच में 100 बनाया तो भी मत सोचना कि आप सिलेक्ट हो, बिकॉज वो उनका काम है, वो उनको करने दीजिए. आपका काम है अपने प्रोसेस पे ध्यान देना और आगे आपको क्या करना है उस पर ध्यान देना, rather than thinking about selection. बिकॉज मेरे साथ ये हुआ है. आई होप्स क्रैश हो जाती है ना, फिर 2 दिन प्रैक्टिस नहीं करो, दिमाग में हमेशा बोर हो, डिप्रेशन हो, या हार्ड वर्क करने की जो कैपेबिलिटीज है वो कम हो जाए. So never, think about the selection part. Just keep following your process.
काफी काफी इम्पोर्टेंट और सही एडवाइस दी आपने. आई एम श्योर दिस इज गोइंग टू हेल्प अ लॉट ऑफ यंग क्रिकेटर्स.
Yes.
So thank you, Bhupen. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining Sportsnext India, and we wish you all the luck for your upcoming season.
Thank you. Thanks, Anand. Thank you.